All right. Can you guys hear me? I'm getting myself set. I'm about to start the tournament now. So let's see. Start. And then we're going to start this one. Here we go. No. Okay, round one has started. So I need to get dueling book open. Is the music too loud? Let me turn this down some. It's loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. It's a little loud for me. All right. I know you guys can hear me just fine. My mic is turned up. We can't. Yeah, well, you're not going to see me tonight. You don't need to see me tonight. Okay. So. Just get dueling book up while people are getting into their rounds. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go into IMNerd. Duel room. Right. Who we got? Who we got? Okay. Here's a round one. So we got James Arc versus Luck Extreme. I need to change this because this is still saying. Okay, so. Here we go. As you can see, I recorded my trap side deck tier list, so I just need to edit that, and then that will be posted. I plan to post that tomorrow, Saturday, so you guys will have that for tomorrow. I don't know what James is playing, honestly. I have no idea. I haven't got a clue. James could play any deck. That's the thing. It could be zombies, it could be Diva Hero Beat, it could be frogs, it could be dragons. We're about to find out right now, though. We're about to find out literally right now what he's playing. Okay, something with absolute zero. Or not. Or not. Or we're not about to find out what he's playing. I lied, sorry. Already unhinged. Yeah, Spine Gilman, and this ship is just... So this card can make 2 attacks in a row. Target a set card in the field or special summon a thingy. Yes, this local is through the Discord, Micah. Solemn Judgment immediately on Future Fusion. Would you do it? I think I would do it. Although we saw the finals of RBET Moreno Valley, and that same exact thing happened, and it literally was the end of the game. Like, I think he died that turn when he solemned. I think he solemned Future Fusion, and then the guy with Magical Stone Activation get it back and then play it again and kill him. So, but that's also just like a very lucky hand to have that exact setup where it does that. Now this is interesting. So Honest is one of the most absurd cards in the game, as you all know, and with this ship it multiplies the ship, so he gets a second little dude here. And all of a sudden he has 6 cards to 4, but his life points are really low. How we all feeling tonight? It's Friday night. It's Friday night. I'm ready for some Yugis. All right, I'm gonna bring Dom up here for a commentary too. He's gonna commentate with me. So I think the way I want to do this, yeah, it'll just be me and Dom. So let me do this. I'm just send a call. Busta called. I had a vision telling me to play Dragon Turbo tomorrow at locals. Uh-oh, Heavy Storm. Okay, so now the Solemns have both been played. Everyone's at Half-Life. We're basically playing Battle City at this point. This is now a Battle City tournament. Okay, Terraforming. Dom, can you hear me? Did you guys ever play Marvel vs. Capcom 2? That's where this music is coming from. It's kind of nice. Hey, what's up? There you go. How you doing, my guy? Okay, so I think what I can do for you is, so you can actually, well, no, you can just watch the, are you watching the same game or watching the stream or whatever? No, I guess watching the stream would be laggy. I'm gonna turn my camera on for you. So you should be able to, once this loads, hopefully it does. I don't know if it's gonna allow it to be displayed in 2 places. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I know how to fix this.
I mean, I was about to say, I can go watch on DP.
No, I got you. Hold on. It should be coming soon. Through Discord. Okay, there we go. So you should be able to see through Discord my exact screen.
Yep.
So this has been an interesting game. It started off with him going Future Fusion, it got Solemn, and then he summoned Gilman, attacked, ran into Honest, and then it multiplied the ship. And then Black Garden came down. Well, Heavy Storm came down first, so Solemn got played again. So Solemn's been played by both players, and then Black Garden got activated. Call got chained to it to bring back the Gilman. So Gilman is the biggest thing on the field right now. King Gilman.
King Gilman.
King Gilly. You never thought you'd see the day when Gilman was literally saving your life, but here we are.
Bro, he looks so like he's supposed to be with the shits on the card.
He does.
And he is terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
He's usually just a means to an end, like a way to get to Catasta or Android. Let's see. Let me read some of this chat. So, TA Wolf23 says, big fan from Mexico. Appreciate all the Edison content. I have learned so much and the Marvel vs. Capcom music as a Marvel player. Yes, I'm a big fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2's soundtrack. It is one of the best soundtracks known to man. I don't know if this is going to get me copyright striked or whatever, but we're not really monetizing this live stream anyway, so go on and take me to jail, damn it.
Yo, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 music is crazy. Actually crazy.
It's so good.
So is Luck Extreme playing a hero, diva hero, or
we haven't gotten to see it. I said we were going to see it as soon as he played Future Fusion, and then it got Solemn, so I lied.
Okay, so I'm assuming Future Fusion is enough to tell me. Future Fusion and Gilman is enough to tell me that this is heroes.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, we are set in diva, or is that Ocean?
That's Ocean. Yeah. Ocean is set. Ocean has 1200 defense, which I did not know until this very moment. So, yeah, bouncing off of Ocean, this could have been very scary if he had a hero in the graveyard.
I was just about to say, if there was like a Stratos in grave,
this could have been a disaster. Like, an absolute disaster. That could have been crazy. All right, guys, like the stream. You know the deal. You know the deal. 25 people watching. Please like. Oh, shit. Stratos just came down, though.
Are we popping back throws, or we... Nah, we need monsters.
I think he does kind of need a monster. It depends, though, what his back row is and what his hand is, of course, always.
So, I think that E-Call was off the top. He played it with the quickness.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Immediately. So, like, that tells me he's desperate for monsters. Like,
yeah.
I need a monster bad.
Oh, James said he's destroying. Damn. Oh, it's torrential.
Oh, no.
It's actually torrential. So his sets turn 1 were Solemn and Torrential. That's crazy. Oh my god. That is crazy.
Ever making that trade. I mean, you got to think that like Bottomless is in the bag. Torrential, obviously. I don't know what we're I mean, I guess Deep Prison, but like, if you attack with the Stratos, then you already trade the Deep Prison for the Stratos anyway. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But you get your monster. So I don't know. I think we could have made a different decision, but
so what happened? It was Chainlink 1 was the Black Garden, Chainlink 2 Stratos, Chainlink 3 Torrential. Torrential resolves first, destroys everything. Stratos resolves without effect, and then Black Garden gives a token.
So there should not be a Black Garden, correct? Because Black Garden should be Chainlink 1.
Yeah. So
yeah. I'm sorry, wrong order. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, does he get a token, have his attack, and then the controller? Do you have to have the attack?
Oh yeah.
Let me check. Let me tell him to hold.
Yeah, that was the thing because
like it says half the attack then special summon a token. So I'm gonna just look on edisonformat.com real quick.
So when you used to summon into like that's what I was thinking of. When you used to summon into bottomless,
yeah,
with Black Garden up, you wouldn't get the token because the monster wouldn't be there to half.
Okay, so the mandatory trigger effect cannot miss timing, blah blah blah. The effect activates in response to a normal summon. This effect activates even if the monster is unaffected by spells. This effect activates even if a player cannot special summon a rose token. This effect activates once when multiple monsters special summon simultaneously. Let's see. If a monster... Oh, versus Torrential Tribute. If chained to the effect of Black Garden, no rose token will be summoned because the normal summon special summon cannot have his attack halved. He gets no token.
Yeah. Correct.
So yeah, it got destroyed. It did not get halved. I had to read Black Garden real quick. So Chainlink 1, yeah, Chainlink 1 is... Well, Chainlink 1 is Garden, not Stratos, because I think Garden is mandatory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chainlink 1, Garden, Chainlink 2, Stratos, Chainlink 3, Torrential.
Yep, there we go. So... Okay, so no token. That's a big deal. Yeah, Torrential will be broken if you could use it on your opponent's summon and still get a token after. That would be insane.
Old cards that made me like not feel like playing the rest of the game were this and then Kaiser Coliseum.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing with Kaiser Coliseum. You can go absolutely yeah, you can go absolutely fuck yourself.
That card pissed me.
Yeah, Kaiser Coliseum was the most toxic. I'm so glad I skated by that format without playing against that Bujin deck. I did not have to play against that ever.
Chicken Game, also terrible card. Could not stand seeing those cards.
Kick rocks.
Every time one of those cards was played, I like felt the energy of the person I was playing against. And there's always the same energy. I'm not gonna go into no more depth because somebody has Black Garden up. But just know
it was Black Air Force energy.
I see you.
I see you. Okay, so what's happening?
So Victory's gonna go in. He set the victory, and I think he just won the summon.
When you set it gets around Black Garden.
Correct, yeah. So they didn't get around Deep Prison. So.
No, it did not.
I actually don't know how spaceships win the game. I don't know like how they win games in general.
I think they have to draw all the copies of Honest that they can, and then any you to brick.
Interesting.
Yes, that's how they win.
Heck of a game plan.
Real quick, let me read this message. Andrew Ewald says, Fraser, I lost to you at ARG Atlantic City in 2017 because I didn't Twin Twister before I comboed. That loss has become a learning lesson for me. So I don't remember ARG 2017. I'm trying to think about what decks were playable. But yeah, if you didn't Twin Twister before you combo, was there a reason you were holding Twin Twister in your hand as opposed to just activating it? Because I don't really like if I have a back row and you have a combo, I feel like you just kind of do it, right? You just do it. So even if it's one back row, sometimes you gotta take that minus to go plus. You know, sometimes you gotta go minus to go plus.
Have we ever? I don't think we've ever played.
We did. We played that the UDS in Vegas. You beat me with Wistat. Yes, that was a terrible time because Fusion Substitute was the format. And I remember game 3, I believe, I went activate Shadal Fusion or something like that. It was one of those spell cards, and you activated that retaliating C thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and that card was absolutely not okay. I think I activated Polymerization. Whatever the card was that the Fusion Substitute. That's the card. I activated that card.
You
and it was like
Fusion Sub, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like activate retaliating C, and I was like, oh no. Like that is too much.
Actually, I think that was the event where you like had to main deck D Barrier. Like,
yeah.
You had to main deck, and I had 0 copies of it because I had just come back to the game. And I was like, I'm just gonna play retaliating C.
Yep, and you called me with that shit, and I was like, oh, well that's I was like, you know what, honestly, I expect this much because this tournament was very hateful in general. Like that was just the meta for it. You had to be playing basically Zoo and hate.
Do you want to know what happened in that? Can I tell you what happened in that
go ahead. Let's do story time.
Do you know who Ad Mastu is?
Yeah, I know exactly who that is. He's the big basketball player guy from California.
Yes. So the very last round of the tournament, I'm playing against Edmasu. Josh Bavarnik is the head judge.
Okay.
And in the middle of my match, as I'm about to win the match, someone comes up. Oh, no. This is going into game 3. I'm sorry. Going into game 3. I have won game 1, lost game 2, and I'm going first game 3. We get a mid-round deck check, and they come back and tell me, hey, we are going to give you a game loss for your tokens. They are the treasure tokens from like the anime series.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, a lot of people have those.
They said, we're going to give you a game loss with those because they were in your deck box. I said, sir, these are tokens. And me and Joshua Varnick argued for about 20 minutes.
Damn.
Before I was ultimately still issued a game loss. And I was out of the tournament. That was it.
That is insane. That's a terrible thing. I don't understand why tokens would get you a game loss. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Now, if he said, like, hey, I'm going to give you a warning and you're going to have to take those out of your deck box, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'll take them out. But it went straight to game loss. And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
So Heroes is doing hero things to sidetrack stories out there, but
yeah, it's Heroes. Life points are low. Every little bit counts. Oscarator 232 says, Fraser, is there any deck you respect more after Keegan's tournament? No, not really. I don't really have a changing opinion. My tier list that I did recently is the same exact thoughts I have on every deck right now in the format. I think the only thing that, like, and I even have this placed the same the Gemini deck that I played in the finals at a Giant card. I still have that. It's not an S tier deck, but it's like right under S tier. I feel like it's an A tier deck. Maybe a little bit better than a lot of the A tier decks, to be honest. But you need a good list with that deck for sure. Fraser running Edison locals. Sheesh, I'm gonna have to get in on this. Yes, metagame. Get in on these locals for sure. So now Cyber Dragon is the biggest thing on the field. God, Blackguard is annoying.
As a community, have underappreciated Cyber Dragon in this format. I think that card is really good.
So it started off really good. In 2022, it was like insane when I first started playing Edison. It was 2 in every single side deck, no question. And then where we are now, I feel like it's not as good because you're not getting to contact fuse as much anymore. And also the decks have kind of changed on what's popular. Like right now, Vayu Turbo is very popular. Hero Frogs is very popular, which wasn't really a deck last year. And then dragons are also gaining popularity in general. So like, I feel like it doesn't have as many good matchups as it once did. I don't think the card is bad. I just think that there's like not as many good matchups. Like more people used to play Glad Beast last year and shit like that. And like the Hero Beat deck that didn't play Diva, where Cyber Dragon was really good against that version. Like actually very good against it.
That's fair. What I found is that I like being able to play going second. I feel like you're at a terrible disadvantage. I love to be able to play Caius going second. Like I agree with that. Caius you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I said as much in one of my videos recently where I was talking about Cyber Dragon is really good because it kind of steals going first from your opponent. Like if you open up Cyber Dragon Caius, or even just Cyber Dragon attack Raikou, and then you get to set your own Raikou after, like that's so good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I do like that a lot. I think my issue is that I've been a Frog player the whole year basically. So my perception of like certain cards is a bit biased and warped just because Frogs play their own game. Like if a person sets a monster, I don't need to really trade with it, and I won't even touch it. I'll just leave it there, right? Because I'm just gonna send Trigo Frog to the graveyard and pass, and then that monster's just still sitting there, menacingly, not doing anything to me though.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah, but if you're playing a deck with trap cards and stuff, Cyber Dragon makes a lot of sense because you get to attack into a Raikou and then set your traps, and I think that's a really strong interaction in general. So in that way, I do like it a lot. Let's see what we got here. So
he's summoned something to contact, or did he leave up
he left
spaceship
up,
with a
yeah, he left up a spaceship in Cyber Dragon actually.
That's interesting.
Yep, I think he might have just forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, you just forget. That happens.
Yep. It's always interesting to me when machine decks play Cyber Dragon because to me that is such a weird thing. It means that if you ever summon the Cyber Dragon, you always have to contact, no matter what, before the end of your turn.
Yes.
Because your whole deck is machines. So every time you commit Cyber Dragon, if it doesn't trade with a trap or something else, then you have to contact. You're forced to contact no matter what.
Is this
Let's
his game?
see. I mean,
Oh no, he has a okay. I see. He has a.
so we can
Alright, so
assume that
not-
this is Diva Hero Beat now that we're seeing more of the deck.
Yeah, there's a lot of traps.
Yeah, and the alias has given it away too, because Diva Hero doesn't really play alias. And I can't think of a deck that plays these combination of cards besides Diva Hero Beat. So this is definitely Diva Hero Beat. Let's see.
In spaceships, I don't think you're scared of a set monster, right? I mean, I guess it's Marshmallow or I don't even know if they play that anymore.
Yeah, the only thing that has a big butt is this 1800 thing, Jade Knight, I guess. And if he drew another Honest, but I guess if he drew Honest, I don't think he would summon an attack into this because you might run into one of these 3 back row, and there's also an alias in the grave for Hero Blast. So there's a lot. These could be anything. These could be literally anything.
Top decking, I don't know. This looks. I don't know how you get out of this.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know the deck list either though, so I have no idea like what he even could have, to be honest. TBH.
So recently, since I think that this game is over. It's just a formality that we're passing back and forth at this point. But
Yeah.
I recently watched the video that you made about spell cards in Edison format, the side deck spell cards.
Yes.
And I think it's very interesting because spell cards theoretically are supposed to be some of the most powerful cards in the game.
Yes.
More powerful than traps because you can like activate them turn 1, right? But I noticed that in Edison, the good spells just go in the main deck, and that's the end of it. Like that's the end of it.
That is the problem. Like all the good spells are just in the main deck, and then side deck cards, there really aren't that many good spell ones. They're all so wishy-washy. Like Crossout, for example. It's like the definition of a wishy-washy card, like high variance.
What I keep looking at, and the reason I play so many like jank decks, it's not because I just like I like playing jank decks. It's fun, but I'm a competitive player at heart. Like I love to win.
Yeah.
But I keep seeing these very powerful seeming cards, and I have to find out like, is there merit? Like when I play the Gigaplant deck, Supervise is a very powerful card. Like Lone Fire is obviously one of the best summons in the game in Edison, and like Supervise is an insanely powerful card. So I'm like, how is this abusable? And then Brain Control is obviously good. So like Mark of the Rose, you would think is relevant because it's free. So I was like, we have to find out, like there's got to be some kind of abusability to some of these cards. And so I keep trying different things and throwing engines together to just to understand like why we don't see some of these cards more often. Like I think Solar Recharge is an insane card. I want to play it in every single deck. But like you obviously can't just throw Solar Recharge and Light Sworns in the deck. And then if you try to mix the engines together, Light Sworns has a terrible time playing spell cards anyway, because like you don't really like if you don't draw them, they're just shit mills.
Yes. It's such a conundrum, right?
It is. It's an interesting deck building conundrum. But I will play Charge of the Light Brigade in damn near every deck, and you will not stop me because that card is crap.
Yeah, Charge is really, really good. That goes without saying. Let me check this bracket real quick. So it looks like if I refresh this, I don't think anybody is okay. No one's done yet, which means that I think I can pull up a second. Let me log into one of my other dueling book accounts.
Hey, split screen time. We in the game.
Oh, the unhinged split screen time again. Hold on. Who else is playing? Oh, Dank Armed is dueling. Okay, so this is something for us to look at for right now.
Oh, what a surprise. Dank Armed Dragon with a bunch of black wings. Oh, yes. That is
He's playing against Gavin Bennett. Yeah, and this looks like Hydro Pump's deck, the 60 card Lightsworn deck that he used that 1 week.
Yeah. Yep. He clapped me with that shit.
Yeah, this deck is, I mean, he cold wave JD'd you in 60 cards. Like, I don't know what you were supposed to do.
He plays those cards. They are in his deck.
They are in his deck for sure. They are definitely in.
Them at any time.
They are definitely in his deck. No one can take that away from him. This is a very interesting game state though, because you cannot clear this. Like with this Lightsworn Berry and Arcus, this is an unclearable combo.
I mean, This is crazy. That combination of cards is just so crazy.
And he has all the time in the world with him playing what 60 cards. Like I can do this all day.
You end up in this spot where you're like, do I keep attacking and try to deck him out and like give him the god mills and just like put his
in this game state, because he has oppression, it's not as bad because the wolves that get milled, if any do get milled, you could just pay 8 to negate them, which is really strong. So I think that this is like a good counteract. The problem is Celestia though. Like, if she comes down right now, you are in trouble.
You're done. You're done.
You're in a really bad spot. And I think that's what he's probably waiting on, because I don't see there's one Celestia in the grave. Yeah. It's so weird though, because I can't even say he's waiting on anything because he's playing so many cards. It's like, you just have to play whatever you're given. King Judas said, go, were you gonna say, Dom?
Oh no, you can read his comment.
He said Amaryllis is the best Mark of the Rose deck, right? I think so. Like, there's that cat plant deck that I know Snack was playing a while ago. And I like that deck with Mark of the Rose as well, because Arabellum is kind of ignorant when you are stealing people's monsters. That's just like always been a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 09. But yeah, it's probably Amaryllis though, because it plays essentially 4 copies of it. It plays 3 hidden armories and Mark of the Rose, so it plays a lot of it, and it plays a ton of plants. So Mark of the Rose is theoretically always live. So probably. But I never really thought about what's the best Mark of the Rose deck, to be honest.
That I'm never playing the Amaryllis deck. It just does not feel like I feel like you have to practice a lot with it to be like good at it, and I'm just not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, if you're watching, please like the stream. Let's get us to 69 tonight. Can we get to 69 likes tonight? Is this the night where we get to 69 one time?
I know he had beckoning. I knew he had beckoning.
Oh, beckoning is crazy.
Yep. So let's get on. Yep.
That's a great quality of cards right there. What are your top 3 decks of the format right now? I would say Hero Frogs, Vayu Turbo, and Black Wings. Those are my top 3 decks of the format right now.
These are fine mills, nothing crazy, nothing that you absolutely have to have. Kaluna is meaningless.
What's up, Corey?
You're still under your own oppression now.
Yep. And so no Blizzard crackback.
And you can't even attack. Like, you can't attack even if you just never attack.
Yeah, this is this is looking that Light Sworn Barrier card is crazy, bro.
I fucking hate that shit.
It's actually like the more I read it and the more I look at how many cards are left in his deck, it's crazy. It's so good. I'm also black and I don't like Black Wings. Oh my god.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way. I'm just keeping it real. There's no way that is like our culture.
I had that on deck.
Bruh. You there's so much racism.
I love our people. Oh man. Yeah, I played versus Amaryllis at Mobile. He was my second round of the Giant card. And I actually lost game 1 because I really didn't talk about this much, I guess. Or maybe I did. But I lost game 1 because my hand was nice. It was like Miracle Fusion, Treeborn Frog, Alias, like all these things, right? It was a good hand. It was a good 5-card hand. And he goes, activate Foolish, send Dandelion to the grave. Activate Card Destruction, and he discards Amaryllis, Plague Splitter Zombie, Necrogardener, and something else. Then he draws and goes summon Lone Fire Blossom with those 2 tokens on the field. He makes Titanial and a Lone Fire in defense. So then on the end of the turn, he brings back Amaryllis. So at the end of everything, he ended turn 1 with a +1 or 2. So he had like 7 or 8 cards. I don't remember which number. But he had 7 or 8 cards at the end of turn 1. And then he also, I drew off for Card Destruction, Battle Fader, Dupe Frog, and I think it was like Infernal Prodigy, and something else terrible. And I had a Treeborn in the graveyard, but I literally couldn't do anything. So the entire game 1 was me using Battle Fader 3 turns in a row, and then dying. And then I won the next 2. Like, I won the next 2 games because game 2, I went first, and I opened up a regular hand, and he just got like destroyed. And then game 3, I feel like he bricked. I feel like game 3 was very slow for him, and I drew a regular 80% hand in frogs, which is the reason why I played a deck, because 80% of the time you open up Treeborn Frog at the very least, like literally 80% of the time. So I did not brick game 3, and that actually is the reason why I won that round and the finals. Like in the finals, the guy bricked game 3, and I didn't, because again, I'm playing frogs, and the whole purpose of that deck, in my eyes, is I don't want to brick really, and that deck, it has a really hard time bricking between 80% Stratos and 40%. 80% Treeborn Frog, 40% Stratos in the opening hand. So like, that's just crazy.
Oh, I have a deck idea.
I'm noticing that you're a pretty good deck builder. Oh, this brain control though, because this gets around the Lightsworn barrier.
Oh, that's game.
Oh, that gets around it. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything. I don't see a Gardna in the grave. Yeah, that should just be it, right? Like that's
it.
Because
why you getting around oppression is crazy.
Yeah. Let me read some of this chat. So let's see. This seems wild, actually. Good one. That was epic. 60 cards is also my calling. Haven't done it in Edison yet, though. Oh, there was another question about would I place this 60 card Lightsworn deck in S tier? The answer is no. Like, I would not. Look at Brain Control stealing games since 1996.
That card ain't never failed me, bro.
That card is so unfair.
Putting it in everything.
Okay, so where are we? Is this just glitched?
What is? Okay, now again. No, I think it's glitched. They're going to side. I think they were going to side.
Yeah,
I think if you spectate the match while they're doing that, I think it puts you there.
Okay. Let me see. Is this gonna do that thing again where like I can't see anything? Okay, no, they're here. Okay. So
yeah, they just no.
Yeah, they're playing. Looks like game 2 still. I want to see who else is playing. So Dankarm just won, and Rage Peacock is playing right now. So let me see. Just gonna jump around. Okay, so they're in game 3, and Enraged Peacock is on what the fuck?
Hey, yo, this is whatever is happening is illegal.
And he's up against Diva Hero.
I don't like it.
Like straight up Diva Hero.
I hope he flipped all those traps, and then at the end of it all, bro said traps them.
Yo, honestly,
honestly,
the way the game is going right now, that was kind of hard to see that is the result. Just because he has 4 cards to his like I feel like that didn't happen, but that would have been crazy, right?
Okay, I love the fact. I hate the fact that he's playing all those traps, but I love the fact that he's playing Machina Gear Frame. That card is such a good normal summon, and Machina Fortress is a very, very good card against decks with like Raikou, Caius.
Yeah,
like all those decks.
I mean, I could do the split screen if you guys. I mean, technically, split screen won last night, right? So, give me a second. I'm actually going to do a split screen. I'm going to do a split screen. Okay.
There we go.
Split screen is up. Split screen is back. Split screen is back. I mean, because why have one stream when you could have 2? You know? Like, why have one stream when you can just have 2?
Enrage taking the game. Oh, no, he's got Gores.
Oh.
Wait, did he attack with the Grand Mole first? No.
Wait, so what actually happened here? He went attack.
I'm pretty sure he attacked Grand Mole, attacked the Gear Frame, Gores got dropped, and then Fortress attacked over token when it definitely should have been Gear Frame attack. And then Fortress attack should have been game, if I'm not mistaken, on life point. So he would have had to drop Gores there. Then he could have got rid of both pieces and set himself up to auto win. But it looks like he won anything.
Yeah, so he took 1800, and I'm guessing he dropped Gores on the Gear Frame. I think it looks like he did it right, though, right? Because if he attacked with this is only 700 more damage. He's at 1300, so he wouldn't have died.
Okay, so he wasn't dead. Yep.
Yeah, he wouldn't have died because it's only 700 more. It would have put him under brain control, though, which I do think is relevant. Especially when you have Wabaku, but
so
yeah.
In that scenario, don't you still because like you can go Gear from attack 18, Fortress attack 25. If he does not have Gores, obviously you win the game. But if he does have Gores, then you get rid of the Gores because like he's never dropping that again, and he also can't play grid control.
Yeah, I think
and then he has a 25 token.
Yeah, I don't know. So what did he do? He attacked with the 900 first, it looks like. I guess we could just watch the replay. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to guess what actually happened when I could just see it. All right, let me go to game 3. Here we go. Well, I have 2 screens when you can have 5. That's wild.
Hey,
okay, so let's actually see. Yeah, they're acting crazy. So we got Secret Barrel and Ojama Trio. Damn, he won, right? Like, he won with this deck. Oh, that was a great draw. Ooh. That was a great draw. Actually, he already had Cyber Dragon now. That's that Cyber Dragon you were talking about. Okay, so Stratos is Chainlink 1. I'm surprised he didn't, because could he have done Stratos Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Ojama, or Secret Barrel, then like the full... I would have did this. I would have did all of this just now.
He could have put all of that to sleep, yep. Oh, did he really get trap stunned? Oh, no, he was about to get trap stunned.
Oh my god. Because trap stun is just chilling here, so this is bad.
But like, when does he play it? When
does he play trap stun? My god.
He got the fortune off, and that's it. Oh my god.
All he had to do... Bro, if he would have went on Stratos effect as Chainlink 1, chain all 3 of them, I think the game would have been over. Like,
easy game.
Way earlier. Been done. Way earlier than whatever. He had to go through Dark Arm and all that stuff. Okay, so here's Dark Arm coming down, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, you cannot reinforcement of the army for that guy.
Nope.
So...
Target. Oh, yeah. That's why Fortress is... Like, you have such a decision with Fortress.
Okay, so here's where we're at. So he does this. So he brings out 2 Fortress. Oh my god. So pop 1, attack, drop you to 41.
Really good.
Okay, so he starts off, he's at 4,000.
He's at 4K. Yeah, so that's game if you do it the other... Like, you have to do Gear Frame first, for sure.
Yeah, I would do Gear Frame first right here as well. I would do Gear Frame first, no question, because you get into 1800, he has to drop Gores or he dies. This beats over the token, this bounces Gores back to hand.
And like, you Fortress, so you know what his hand is. You know that he just has Rhoda in hand.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, well, that was cool. So, let's see. Oh, and so both of these players have won. All right. So is it over yet? Is round 1 over? Yeah, I think that is the end of round 1 because James Ark just has to, well, Quest has to report, and then we can move on to round 2. Hey guys, if you're here, please like the stream. It helps out a lot. Can we get the 10 likes at least? We're at 9 right now. Can we get the 10? Can we at least get the 10? So we're just not going to talk about the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 OST playing. Yeah, you like that, Leon? Is it too loud? Is the music too loud? Let me know. Let me know if the music is too loud. Let me go in the duel room. Okay, round 2 is beginning, and we have our new pairings. So we got James Ark versus Enraged Peacock. Low-key... We also got Dankarm versus JX89. Decisions. Let me reload this real quick. I want to see who's undefeated. So... Okay, so I want to see Dankarmed. I guess we can watch Dankarm and... We can watch both.
Enraged.
Yeah. Why not watch both? Why not both? Enraged. Okay, so no one's hosting yet. Then I guess that makes sense. Okay, should I tell them that the next round is up? 1 second.
Yeah, we'll do a quick ping.
Yeah, let me ping everybody. Give me a second. Okay, at YGO tournament, round 2 pairings are posted. They begin. Here we go. Oh, I should have did Yu-Gi-Oh. Or no, tournament participants, but yeah, whatever. How's everybody feeling on this Friday night? I'm just chilling. Go ahead, Don. What were you gonna say?
I said it's fine. We feeling good. I got off work. Did Mr. Sultai win or did he lose?
Mr. Sultai lost to JX89. I don't think we got to see that game. That was the one that we did not watch because we saw Enraged, we saw Dank Armed. Yeah, we didn't see that one, so we don't know what happened.
Okay, so I have a question.
What's up?
So you've been podcasting for
2 years.
1 year? 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
2 years now.
Yep.
You started July 15th, 2021.
Yep.
Which is the day I turned 30. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my birthday, so I always remember the podcast. But what has been your favorite podcast episode and your favorite podcast guest so far?
So my favorite podcast episode, there's a combination. There's the Whiteout, which was I think it was talking about like, was that the one we were talking about white people not seasoning their food or something like that? It was something crazy about like white cookouts. That one was unhinged.
Oh, yes.
So go back and listen to that if you haven't heard it before. But the Whiteout is insane. And the other one was the Black Borrow. And that one talks about black people and how you can't lend black people things because black people will have your shit so long that you got to borrow it back. So like that one was unhinged as well. So both of those podcasts.
That's got to be racist. There's no way. I'm just keeping real. There's no way that is like of our culture.
Those podcasts are both amazing. I love both of them. So the Whiteout and the Black Borrow, I think they came back to back too. Those are insane. They're unhinged. I like every podcast episode where we just talk about when me and Kenny just rant. Like those are insane. As far as best guest, I remember Scott Page was on for like 3 hours, and I loved because I love Scott Page's energy in general. Like he has such good energy. He's very funny. And I always think about his mannerisms when he talks. Like he's very physical as a person when he speaks. So I really like the Scott Page episode of the podcast as well. That's like one of my top ones. The one we did recently with Steve Rogers was really good because like he's into serial killers and stuff. And I thought that was just that was just so different from anything I've ever done and ever thought that I would be doing. Honestly, I like all of the guests. Like, I don't really know if I have this was my absolute favorite guest, to be perfectly honest. The one that comes to mind the most, though, is Scott Page, because I just remember recording for 3 hours and we wanted to keep going. Like, there was a point where I was like, yo, we're at 3 hours and I don't want to stop. But, like, at some point, we have to stop. Like, we have to stop. So,
the Scott Page that joint was crazy. I love that episode. Very, very good one.
But honestly, all of the guests that we've had, they've all had something good. Now, what I will say is that some are not as good as others because of, I've realized that, me and Kenny are content creators, right? But not everyone else has a setup to do content creation. So what you run into a lot of times is people with really bad microphones. And if we do video, people have really bad webcams or no webcam at all and stuff like that. So that has been really challenging sometimes when you realize like, oh shit, not everyone is going to have a Shure microphone or even a Blue Yeti or something to record with. And that's been an interesting thing. When we first started out, like a lot of our guests in the beginning, I remember their audio quality would be just like so all over the place. And lately, the people we've been interviewing, the audio has been pretty decent. Like, I don't know what has happened, but I think everyone is just realizing it's probably just a good idea to have a decent microphone in your house somewhere.
A good setup. Yeah. When I did the episode, I was doing it from like AirPods. I remember that. I had traveled and I had unexpectedly traveled. Like it was an unexpected trip that I took. And I was like, crap, I don't have a webcam. I don't have any of my stuff. It was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you sound much better now.
I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
All right, do your thing. I'm going to talk to chat. All right, chat. You have my undivided attention. So let's see. Vincent Zen said, I got trolled so hard by that burn Machina deck. Yo, Vincent, he actually gave you a chance because Trap Stun should have never even been able to resolve if he used it on your Stratos as Chain Link 1. That would have been disastrous, to be perfectly honest. Looks like James Ark is just absolutely putting it in right now, though. Like, he's just no prisoners. I guess this is like Chain Strike, but also with Machina? Or maybe he sided into Machina? I don't know what is happening. Very interesting deck. Let's see. Split screen, watch both. Yeah, do you guys like the split screen? I'm going to do the poll again. See how we're feeling about the split screen. Let's see how people are feeling tonight. Last night, split screen won. Split screen won last night. So we kept it. But while you're here, also watch the stream or like the stream, please. Not watch the stream. Of course you're watching the stream. Like the stream, please. We're at 17 likes. Can we get to 20 likes? I'm only asking for 3. 20 likes. I'm only asking for 3. Please help me out. Look, we got James Arco here tonight. He's one of the best Edison players ever. Let's see. What else is in chat? The volume is perfect. Thanks, Leon. Grim said, I don't lend shit to nobody. Never get any of it back. Yeah. I've been very reluctant to lend people things, except, I don't know, I lend people Yu-Gi-Oh decks and stuff like that. I lend people cards. And what I do is I just write it in my phone immediately because otherwise I'll just fucking forget. So, yeah. Split Screen is winning again. Split Screen is stomping again. So I don't know. It seems like people genuinely like Split Screen. I feel bad for people who don't because everyone else does. Let's see what else we got. Scott Page goes to my locals from time to time. Was fun talking Edison with him back when he played somewhat regularly. Yeah, Scott Page was one of the people that when I first started playing Edison, he got me onto the Hero Beat deck, and I was under the belief that that was the best deck for a while because it was just absolutely destroying like everything I played against. And I was bringing it to locals every week, and it was so consistent because of Stratos and the 3 E-calls and the Rhoda. This is before Diva Hero Beat though. This is 2022, so this is before Diva Hero Beat. And yeah, I just loved the deck because it was consistent. Long before I discovered frogs. Let's see. Favorite format. My favorite format of all time? I don't really know. Do I have a favorite format? Oh, you know what's like really kind of cringe, but I just like it. So Pepe Bosch. I got third at YCS Atlanta 2016. So I won YCS Atlanta in 2010, and I got third at YCS Atlanta in 2016. I was gonna win YCS Atlanta twice. And in 2016, I played the Ariadne Pepe Pendulum deck, or whatever you call it, like the Performer Pile Pendulum deck. And I liked that format, even though it was one event, because Konami did an emergency ban list. So for me, because that format is kind of unexplored, like I'm pretty sure that Pepe is just the best deck in the format, even if we went back to it. Like no one really needs to go back to prove that. But I really did like that format a lot. It was one event. I did really well at the event because I think I had the best deck at the event. So yeah, I really like that format. That was one of my favorites. But the format is not good. That's kind of why I said it's kind of cringe and toxic, because it is not a good format. Like I would not play it again. The only reason why I did so well is because I don't think people knew what the fuck they were doing going into it. And that's kind of what happens a lot with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that if you're like a top player or you're just a really, really good deck builder, you can kind of steal a tournament or get really far in a tournament just because you have a deck that people don't know about or they don't know how to build or whatever. And that goes really far. And then people copy the deck afterwards and it makes the format way harder. So that's kind of where I'm at. Looks like James stole game 1. Yeah, and Rage Peacock admitted defeat. So James stole game 1. JX89 is on Fairies. Now, if Fairies win tonight, I'm going to have to eat the words. I've been talking a lot of shit on Fairies lately, but Fairies are out here right now. Fairies are out here right now. Yeah, I like the split screen thing. Let me just end this right now because honestly, it's not close. Like, I'm just going to end it now. So, yeah, split screen won by, I mean, it was 80-20. 80-20, split screen won. So, yeah, we're doing split screen. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of split screen. Oh, this is also just not round 1. Let me,
Yo, I'm here. I just want to let you know that saying that Pepe Bosch was like your favorite is mega toxic.
that speaks so much to me as a person. That just tells you what kind of person I'm a chaotic human being. I'm a little ball of chaos. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware that it's not okay. Like I prefaced it by saying I know that this is not okay, but Pepe Bosch it was fun though, bro. I had so much fun searching out 3 counter traps, summoning Rafflesia, summoning Cyber Dragon Infinity, having a full hand, 2 Pendulum Zones full, and passing to my opponent with a straight face. Like, go ahead. Like, I know most of them wanted to hit me, but what can you do? And then I got the nerve to say good game afterwards.
You had the nerve.
The nerve. After beating them with that, going first, it's like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, good game. Like, how? How?
Bro, we both did not play Yu-Gi-Oh! Today.
Yeah, exactly. I won a die roll, and it was not very favorable for my opponent if I won the die roll. It was that deck was so I was literally gambling. That deck was so consistent though. Like I talk about all-time most powerful decks in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think I think Performing Power Pendulum is one of the top 5 most powerful decks of all time.
It's got to be top. I think it's top 3.
Yeah, I think it might be top 3 too. But as Tier Elements came out, I realized that I have to expand my. I used to say like top 3, and it's not 3 all the time. Now I want to say top 5 because Tier Elements is probably number 1. If all, in all honesty, just because of the fact that it plays on both people's turns is so dumb. Like, and it does so much too. It does so much on the other person's turn. Like I've literally watched Chris LeBlanc win multiple YCSs on someone else's turn. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you won on their turn. That deck was so outrageous.
I like post baby Dragon Ruler format.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's actually a really good answer. That's actually a really good answer because I like those formats as well, like the Soul Charge formats and stuff.
Like babies were ridiculous. It wasn't even. That was
that wasn't good Yu-Gi-Oh. It's the same as Pepe Bosh. It just was not good Yu-Gi-Oh. Like Spellbook of Judgment was not good Yu-Gi-Oh.
Absolutely not.
It was fun. It was fun Yu-Gi-Oh, but it wasn't like as a competitor. No, like if we're being honest.
I made top 16 in that nationals, and my deck was terrible. That deck was just like OD. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, you a Spellbook player or a Dragon player?
Dragon.
Okay. You were on the right side of history.
Oh, absolutely. Civil rights.
Yeah.
That's got to be racist. There's no way. I'm just keeping real. There's no way that is like of our culture.
You gotta show what that sound.
I added that one today, and that's my favorite one by far.
Is that Drewski?
It's Drewski, yeah.
He has the best sound bites. That like, what do you mean by that?
I gotta get that one. I'm getting that one tonight. Like after the stream is over, I'm getting. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Okay, on the left, I see Gores in a lot of traps.
Yes.
And
James is
right,
up a game.
Freed?
It is Freed the Brave Wanderer. Yeah, he's playing fairies. JX89 he's a committed fairy player, which I respect a lot. Like, don't let people convince you that you shouldn't be playing the deck that you're playing. Because if you leave it up to me, there would be no fairy players in the format. But I think that fairies is fine. I just think that it kind of got inflated a little bit by people in the community saying like it's the best deck or like it's so big brained. Like, bro, you have 8 normal summons in your hand. You get to pick exactly one of them to put on the fucking field. I'm not trying to hear this about like, oh, the decision tree is so crazy. Like, get out of here.
You have to, but it makes a difference though, because you have to know what they're gonna do, so you know how many fairies are in your grave, so you can Christie it.
Mm-hmm. I want to see your take. I want to see. I know you're not being serious. I want to see your take on fairies, Dom.
I have one. That's the idea. That's actually what I'm doing.
Let's see. So,
Orange Light is crazy.
Orange Light is crazy. He said, I think Emancipator is top 5. Easy to forget about because no official events when it was at full power. So I missed that entire year of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I wasn't playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At that time. Like I was on a 5-year hiatus. So, and Emancipator came out during the pandemic. So it is a forgotten deck. I think it was considered extremely powerful because of Block Dragon, but I never got to see what it did. Like I have no idea what it does.
Same. I missed that and the Goki, all that stuff. I missed all that.
Yeah. Oh, I did get to see 2018 Goki though. I saw that because I was judging regional still, even though I wasn't playing. And that shit was toxic.
I've seen the boards, like the U-Link, all that stuff.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Like consistently U-Link you with 2 cards.
Oh,
deck was
so
broken.
You were talking about fairies. Fairies need dark monsters.
Okay, so I kind of feel that same way. The Carpath deck, the one he played like a chaos, I guess it's Chaos Fairies, right? But
yeah,
he played Caius's and like Gores and Trag, I think, and Battle Fader to get with Dimensional Alchemist and like loop that.
Yep.
I think that added so much depth to the deck because it made it where one, it's not weak to side deck cards as much anymore because Light Mirror just doesn't do shit really. Like it does something, but it's not that good. And then like you get to play broken ass things. I think he played Dark Arm. I forget. I gotta pull up his deck list.
He played Dark Armed.
Yeah, I think he played Dark Arm, which is broken. Enrise, Chaos Sorcerer was in the deck. Christias was in the deck. Like, it had a lot of boss monsters. And then it played Decree, which I'm a big fan. I'm actually a fan of Decree because every deck that's not frogs is just a trap deck. Like, all of them are just look at all these duels. They're all just trap decks, right? So if you could find a deck that plays Decree, it's kind of nasty to be honest.
Yep, I think they miss out on. So when you play all light monsters, like you were saying, there's like a bunch of normal summons.
Yeah.
So you do one thing a turn, unless you can play Christia.
Yep.
And you do two things. That's it. So like Dark Monsters gives you the ability to play like better cards. You can play Return, which is a game-ending card on its own.
Yep. Yeah, you get to play Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Armed, Gore's Tragodia, Enrise is a special summon, Christia. Like, there's so many things you can do.
And then you don't lose game 2 and 3 to like the one card, the Light Mirror.
Yeah. Which now, so spoiler alert. Sorry, I'm eating peanut chews, by the way, so sorry for the ASMR. Now, I don't think Light Mirror is side decked as much. I actually did my trap card side deck tier list today. And when I got to Light Mirror, I was like, are people still siding Light Mirror? Because Light Mirror was mainly sided because fairies were in the format. I don't think fairies are really a part of the format anymore, if I'm being frank about it.
No.
And Lightsworn is a part of the format, but like Light Mirror is not even that good against Lightsworn, to be perfectly honest, unless you have it really early. So people don't really side Light Mirror that much. When I look at side decks from the top 8 deck list now, I'm not seeing like 2 Light Mirrors in everybody's side deck anymore. I just don't see that. I think people are siding Soul Release.
Worse than Light Mirror against, like, as a fairy player, like, if you're playing fairies, worse than Light Mirror is just Caius. Like, you just lose the Caius.
Yeah. And Deck Devi checks that deck really hard. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really see Light Mirror being that big of a deal.
When I think about, like, the decks, I think about the cards. Like, so when I see a deck, like fairies, I think about the best cards in the deck. And I then think about not what else is a fairy, but, like, what goes with that. So like Dimensional Alchemist is one of the best cards in the deck.
Yes.
It's a normal summon, it's 1800, it gets you a card back. Battle Fader banishes itself when you use it and it stops an entire battle phase. Like, it gives you a turn. Dimensional The Alchemist recurs Battle Fader. I mean, everybody knows that, but like you have to think about, like, when you're building a deck, like what, like, not just jam fairies in so that I can summon Christie and play Orange Light. It's just like, how can I maximize the best cards in the deck and also add power cards, so like Dark Armed, Caius, Return from the Different Dimension. Like, what allows me to add those cards and like what gives me synergy like alongside those cards? Because like nobody would think that Machinic Gear Frame and Lone Fire Blossom have any synergy, but they do.
Yeah, that's so random too.
It is. It's super random, but like there is synergy there, and it's hard to find. But like when you think about like what you're doing, and then you have to think about like get out of current Yu-Gi-Oh and be like, okay, well, I'm in Edison where I can spend 2 turns normal summoning things.
Yeah, in Edison, extenders are a big deal, which is why I can't believe that people were questioning me about 1-for-1 in frogs for like a while. I think that noise is quieted down now, but I was like, I guess I'm more of a modern player than an Edison player, because in my head, as soon as I saw 1-for-1 was in the format and it can get fucking substitute of all things, I'm like, this card is just a staple. Yeah. Like, it's not even, if I could play more copies of it, Dom, I would. If I played 3 copies of 1-for-1, I'm not even kidding, I would play 3 copies.
That's like saying, like, if Lightsworn had a card that said discard a card, send exactly 10 Lightsworns that you want to send. You're playing it.
Yeah, like I would absolutely play as many copies of 1-for-1. Like, extenders, to the original point though, like, extenders are just crazy in general. That's why Dark Arm is so game breaking. That's why Christie is so game breaking. Chaos Sorcerer a lot of the time is game breaking. Return from Different Dimension. Miracle Fusion is the best card in the format right now. Like, anything that's an extender is just crazy in Edison, because the games are typically one thing per turn, like one summon or set per turn, and then out of nowhere you're like, let me drop this extender on you like it's modern Yu-Gi-Oh. That's also why dragons are ridiculous, because that deck kind of plays like a modern deck. Like, you summon 8 times in one turn.
Yeah, but it's so bricky.
It is. That's the thing.
If you draw it, then it's great.
Yeah, it only seems like a modern deck when it draws nice. Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, why don't you just play light swords? Like if you're gonna bank on having luck all day, why don't you just play light swords?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Just
I think
saying.
I think Light Sworns is the better casino deck, because I also think that Light Sworns, I'm saying Light Sworns with an S, because black people, we like to add an S to everything, so that's just
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
that's just we just like to add an
There's
S.
no way that is like of our culture.
We just put an S on words. But to my point, like Lightsworn, the deck is actually a dueling deck on top of it being an RNG deck. It's not just like, oh, high roll, like you can actually slow Lightsworn down as a player. Like when you're playing with it, you can pilot it in a way to play it a bit slower and literally beat your opponent because you're better than them and not because you're just like trying to get lucky.
Correct.
James,
That's what I like. That's why I like those cards. I love the light swords cards because like if I'm good, then I can play around a lot of different scenarios and through a lot of different situations. If I'm lucky and also good, you lost.
Yeah, yes, that is true. You know what's crazy? I asked Stango this the other day, but I don't think we've ever done on a channel a Lightsworn video. Like we've done Christiasworn many times. I don't think we've done a straight up Lightsworn video. So I need to record like a video of playing Lightsworn, like actual Lightsworn.
Absolutely, one of my favorite decks of all time. Actually,
yeah, it's kind of
like
slept
a beautiful
on.
looking deck.
Yeah, that too. So at Moreno Valley last weekend, in the giant card, I played against Alex Reynolds, who owns super special awesome card. Shout out to Alex Reynolds. I played him in round 3 right before, so it was top 4, I guess. And he was playing Lightsworn, and it was double sleeved, and it was max rarity. And when I tell you, and it was max rarity first edition, not just like the rarities were the high. Yeah. The cards were also first ed, every single one of them that could be. That deck is so fucking pretty.
That's what made me want to like play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like looking at that deck, I was like, God, I'm gonna own that deck. And then I started like buying the pieces. But like once I owned it, I was like, this is the most beautiful deck ever. That and Mermails.
Yeah, Mermails is another one. Yeah, Lightsworn, I remember his turn 1 was like Solar Recharge, discard Lila. Both of them are ulti. Then he went draw 2, mill 2. He milled an ulti JD and an ulti Monster Reincarnation. And I picked up his graveyard and I was just like staring at it. Not because I wanted information, but because I just couldn't believe what was in his graveyard.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm holding $1,000 right now, basically. Oh man.
That deck box, if you just like add up the contents, it's got to be like a $5,000 deck box.
Yeah. He went Charger Light Brigade, first edition, secret rare, Charger Light Brigade. His gold Sark might have been SJC. I'm not sure. It was definitely Ultra. And what else was? I mean, like everything that could be ulti was ulti, flat out. Like everything that could be ulti was ulti. Everything that was that could be first edition was first edition. It was just nuts. Same thing for the extra deck. Like everything was maxed out. Plague Spreader was the misprint ulti first edition Plague Spreader that was like green, had that like green hue to it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Also, this is like the 3rd time I've seen James contact fuse. Like he summoned, I've seen him contact fuse multiple times now, and it's been 2 rounds. Although they are they're perfectly even though in cards. So there's that. And Rage Peacock is fighting for his life. He's like, I need to win a game, damn it. Okay, this is good. Alias is in defense mode, which is, have I ever seen Alias in defense mode? That's interesting.
If you're a good player, that is a very interesting Mirror Force bluff.
Oh, he's playing Reckless. That's why they're even in cards. It's not actually. Oh, that's right. He's playing. I don't even know what this is.
And he did not have a draw phase, by the way. I don't know if he just drew from Reckless, but
he just activated Reckless.
Okay, I didn't know if he drew for turn.
I think he did it. Yeah, I think he did it in phases at that. Like I think he went like you know the trick. In phase Reckless, and then you only skip 1 turn. Well, you don't skip an additional turn, I should say. Let me see what's going on in the chat. So someone said you could just put Snowman against the Fairy deck. Yeah, Snowman is really, really strong against the Fairy deck. I think Light Mirror was my 15th card at Nats. I was citing Skill Drain though. Yeah, I like Skill Drain a lot, depending on what deck you're playing. True Michigander says, what does my deck do? What does my deck lose to? What is good in the format? How can I combine 1 through 3? I guess that's like his rubric for making decks or something. Kiki says, Jesus James just flipped a +3 die. I saw that earlier, yeah. Max Ready Lightsworn is the prettiest deck ever. Probably one of the most expensive though. Yeah, I think Max Ready Lightsworn, in all honesty, could be anywhere from like 5,000 to 50,000. Yeah, if you put the 2 gold Sarks in there that are actual SJC gold Sarks, then it could just be any amount, right? Like it could just be name your own price. Name your own price. All right. So what's happening on the right? Because I haven't really been watching the right too much. I know that JX won game 1.
Torrential's gone, Mirror Force is gone, so it looks like...
oh, this is game 3, actually.
Just pushing.
Yeah. This is just straight up game... Oh, this is bad. So they're even in cards. However, life points are untouched by... Black Wings have not taken an L since Nam.
I can't bring myself to play that. I just can't do it.
What deck?
Black Wings.
Oh, is it too boring? It's too boring.
It's not that it's boring. It's just that I don't feel the capacity to innovate because it's already like the best versions.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I mean, and in that way though, you're kind of saying that too, right? Like it's kind of boring because you can't do anything to it to push it.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like it's already and I'm noticing now that you like to do innovative things with decks, and Black Wings is definitely not that. It is not. Like the most innovation that Black Wings has gotten in the last several years has been Legacy Yatagarasu and Mistral. And I disagree with both of them. So like, so like that's the most innovation it's gotten. And I don't even think it's necessary in innovation to that deck, to be honest.
Mistral is that the 6-star?
That's the 2 stars guy. It's a 2-star tuner.
Oh, the small one, not the, what's the big one?
I've
seen somebody.
God, what is that thing called? Elfin Regan.
Elfin, that's it.
Yeah, could remember. Okay, so it looks like James actually lost game 2, and we are now in game 3. So the Reckless has actually got there. Yeah.
That's a Christia.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Yo, this could actually, like, not even kidding, he could win the entire game with this Christia.
He just tributed something too. He didn't like special it.
Are you serious?
Yep, he just tributed 2 for Christia.
Oh, he went return tribute Christia? Is that what happened?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a little bit more fragile than I was expecting. Because how many fairies? 1? There's only 2 fairies. So if Christia ever leaves the field, the game is probably... Oh, he summoned Alchemist. There has to be an Honest in his hand. Love you, Freyway. No. What's up, Caveism, aka Steven. I don't know if you want me saying your real name, but there it is. If you guys are here, please like the stream. Can we get the 30 likes? We're at 22. Can we get the 30? 30. Can we get the 30? Can we get 30 likes one time? One time, please. One time. All right, King Vegeta, don't start talking shit, all right? Split screen was voted on by the people. The people like it. Why have 1 duel when you can have 2, you know?
I'm interested in Defense Mode Christia.
Defense Mode Christia is actually very interesting. I mean, and Enraged Peacock and James Ark are battling it out over on the left.
Looks like they just setting traps.
Yes, they are. So for people who don't know, James Ark, Luck Extreme over here, he's one of the best Edison players ever. And then Enraged Peacock is also very, very good. He pretty much top 4s every single one of these tournaments we've had. Every single one he manages to get top 4 no matter what. Dank Arm Dragon actually won one of them. And JX89, I think this is his first time playing in it. I met him in California, and he's a dedicated fairy player. He also 2-0'd me in a video when I was playing Black Wings and he's playing fairies. He just brain controlled me twice and I just lost. Like it was just straight up brain control your Sirocco, pump over your Bora, then main phase 2, summon Cyber Valley, draw 2 cards. So I was like, you got like so many pluses off of that play.
And I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, well, can you flip that?
You can. I thought that you couldn't. There was a period where I thought that you could not even activate it, but I was wrong. You can activate it. It just obviously can't summon.
Okay, so this is my point though. What I was about to say. So he flipped the Christie to defense last turn.
Yeah.
And then put him on a second turn clock. but the second turn clock included Christia attacking. So like if Christia had to attack, why not go ahead and do it and give him one less turn to draw Mirror Force, in which he actually drew Mirror Force in that extra turn and said it.
Did he really?
Yeah, that extra card that he drew was Mirror Force because he had those two that are currently already set. So like you give them an extra turn to put them on the same clock.
Yeah,
when
that's
you needed Christia to attack regardless.
I'm just gonna go to game 3 and fast forward because I don't know. I like kind of just watching after the fact to see what actually happened here because he was at 8,000 to his opponent's like nothing, and then he ended up losing. That's so crazy.
And he started with Icarus value. Oh, Dust hit the Icarus. Nice hit.
Yeah. And this just gets
value. Do we vanish? We vanish. The Rokobora pump. Hit the Raikou. We pop the back row. Interesting.
That is interesting. He does have mind control, though. Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, he actually did the blow up. Okay, so then they're both at 3 cards. So this must be where me and you came in, I guess, around this time.
Yeah. So he puts them super low. This is where Breaker happens.
Yo, we're at 28 likes. 2 more likes. Let's get to 30. Can we please get to 30? I just need 2. Can I get 2? 2 going once. 2 going once.
Wait, why did he draw 2 there? Oh, never mind. I see.
Yeah.
He drew for turn. It was just fast forward.
So.
Okay, so watch this. Let's say he sets the Dust Shoe, attacks. So we know that that's not a threat to Christia.
Oh, they not let me check the grave? They will not let me check his grave. Like when my mouse hovers over, I can't click it. That's fine. Whatever. I want to see how many darks he had, but it's just not. It's literally.
Oh no, that was the Mirror Force. Okay, so that turn was the Mirror Force. He did have Mirror Force that turn.
So he already had it. So he actually played around Mirror Force, and I guess, I guess it actually mattered too. He draws Whirlwind. So he did have the Honest, which I call it because that's so obvious, right? It's not a big read. And then this turn, he's like, I'm just going for game. That's his exact game right there. That was a Christia out of nowhere. That was exactly enough. That's so insane. All right, we're at 34. That's crazy. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. I'm not going to ask for any for a while. So thank you guys so much for 34 likes. There are 42 people currently watching. So I guess I can just full screen James Arc versus Enraged Peacock. We'll bring back the split screen later, but for now, we can go back to this.
Wait, why are we attacking Dinah? I mean, it's not going through, but why wouldn't we attack Gilman?
Yeah, I would definitely. He has so many cards. What the fuck has happened? This deck is toxic.
I was about to say, unless you're ready to. Magic Cylinder lets me know everything I need to know.
I have chains.
Anytime you see that card, you're doing ridiculous stuff.
My man said, I have chains.
Accumulated? No way. Oh, ceasefire. Is he dead? No.
No, he's not. He shouldn't even be close to death to be. Well, actually, no, he is close to death. Oh, I lied. Split screen or riot. 68% say yes. Oh, you guys are funny.
There's if he just sets burn stuff, then he dies.
Yeah, this
like,
deck is.
Like Ojama Trio is terrible though. Like he can't Ojama Trio, and he can't special.
Oh right, you're right. Interestingly enough, though, the life points are low on both sides.
Oh, don't summon.
Yeah, this is game on board, right?
Yeah. Why would we summon?
He can't draw, right? I'm assuming. So, like... I guess I'm just wondering how the situation is supposed to get any better for Enraged Peacock if... Well, let's see if he draws on his turn. He has 6 cards. I don't know
what turn he draws.
Yeah, I have no idea either. So I'm just wondering what's going on. Okay, alright.
Oh, he's losing. That's what's going on. Ooh. What's the back row? So it's the back row. Don't do us like that. We're gonna go look anyway.
I was about to say, you know exactly what I'm doing. So that was wild. Whatever the fuck that, like, that was just wild. I don't know.
Oh, limiter.
Okay. Oh, okay. He showed us. Well, we don't have to do this now. Okay. So where's my other screen at? 1 second, because the other one has the... I have so many fucking screens, guys. Okay. So... So Mr. Sultai is still playing, I guess. So let's see if we can... Let's see if we can find that. Y'all remember this Marvel vs. Capcom music? Y'all fuck with this? Three rounds and then standings.
Oh, being comedian.
Uh-oh. Pink comedian against Black Wings, though? That's new. Oh, he's milling 5. So it's a Needlebug's nest. Needlebug. Needlebug's nest.
Did he have to flip that? Did that get... Why did he flip that?
Yeah, I don't see... I mean, maybe a Hail Mary? Because I don't really see a reason either.
But like... Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
He shut us up real quick.
Wait, go back to the grave. I need to see the grave.
Okay, so... We're not going to count these last 4. So let's not count 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't count
there
those.
were already 4. I mean, I guess he was going to flip it because he was going to summon JD no matter what.
Right. Cavism, how often are you doing these locals? So I did one last night. This is the second one in a row. I could probably do another one tomorrow if people are interested. I've been running them random. I don't really, I don't have like a set schedule yet, but I've been doing them kind of frequently, I guess. Like the last 2 days I've done them, and I don't really have plans tomorrow. So I might do another one tomorrow, like earlier in the day, if people are down, or maybe later. I don't know. I really don't know. I could do another one tomorrow, though. I know that part. Because I don't really have plans tomorrow. Like, I think I'm just doing a little photo shoot. And then that's pretty much it.
Uh-oh, we about to get a photo shoot, gang.
If you follow me on Instagram at Saint Alante, you can see my Instagram stuff.
You know what? Where is Brittany?
Oh, the episode 69, the OnlyFans girl?
Yep.
The fact that you know her name is crazy.
Listen, my memory is ridiculous. I don't like it.
It is that is insane.
I remember like people's names from episodes of the podcast, like just y'all telling stories that I probably like one time you might have told the story, and I like remember the whole thing. I don't know.
Oh man, yeah, that was really good. I hope that I can get her on though. I haven't talked to her in a little bit, but hopefully so we're at episode like 163-ish right now. It's actually crazy. I probably should do it soon because we're about 4 weeks ahead in episodes recorded because I'm going to Japan. So we recorded episodes in advance.
Yeah.
Just because I will not be around to record. And even if I am able to record in Japan, like who the hell wants to spend 2 hours while they're on vacation doing that, right? So
yeah. What are you going to Japan for? So
me, McCabe, Tom Mack, and my friend Josh Camburn, we're all like from the same locals. We're going honestly just to go. Like I've never been to Asia in my life. And neither has McCabe. So it's just kind of like a trip to have fun. Like, I just want to go to Tokyo, Osaka, like all the different places. I've been doing Duolingo every day, which just reminds me, I got to do my Duolingo lesson today too.
Me too, Kudasai.
Yeah. Kudasai. Mizu Kudasai. Water, please. Fraser des. Dozo yoroshiku, which means I'm Fraser. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Japanese lessons every day for the last 28 days. I'm going next Saturday, Steven. Next Saturday we fly out. And we're there for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be in Japan for 2 weeks, starting from next Saturday.
Game? If not, then why? If this is not game, why are we doing this?
He just Briank the JD.
Yeah.
What is the plan?
Yeah. Oh, he has value. Okay.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have.
Actually, just
Yeah. All right, guys. 5 more likes. 5 more. We're at 35. Let's get to 40 before the night is out. Before the night is out. Definitely down to do one tomorrow. Phantom Mera. Okay, so Eric won against the Light Swarms, the 60
is
card
Eric
Light
the
Swarms.
person who just joined today?
Eric is Mr. Sultai.
That's who? Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's his real name. Eric. Okay, let me check the bracket. Okay, so who are we waiting on? Let me refresh. I don't know if this is... So we just saw the... Okay, so it's just Enraged Peacock and James Ark. So I guess that Enraged needs to report. Let me go into the...
I thought Enraged won.
No, remember he showed all of those machines in his hand?
Oh, the Machina cards. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so once he reports, we could get on to round 3. Let's see. Let's see as we wait. While we wait, though, I can watch random duels, because I do this like randomly. I just go in, watch Classic. If you're hosting in Classic, I do. I'm a random I just do this randomly. Everyone knows who I am, right? Like, they know, if you see IMNerd, you know it's Frazier. Like, it's just, I'm the only person who's using this account, even though Kenny does have access to it, but it's just me. I'm just watching duels casually, because sometimes I'll be at work and I'll just be bored. And when by at work, I mean in my bedroom, and I'll be really bored, and like, I just go start hopping in duels. Oh, no worries, Enraged Peacock. He said he was changing a diaper. Okay, so that means that the next round... Okay, that's everybody. So yeah, this is the last round. So I could change the thing to say, all right, let me get out of here. Let me change to say round 3. So who are our undefeateds going into round 3? Let's check real quick. Standings. So James Ark and JX89 are undefeated. So one of these players is getting first. So the way the payout works is everyone pay $5 to enter. And so it's a $40 prize pool. First place will get 20, second gets 10, and third and fourth get $5 each. So basically, if you make top 4, you at least get your money back at the very least. And if you get second, you double your money. And if you get first, you quadruple your money. And as these grow, like the prize pool will obviously grow. I pay out all of it. Like, I don't want any of you guys' money. I just like doing this. It's really fun. So I do work remote, James. Let's see. By work, I mean in my bedroom. I mean, I do literally work on my computer in my bedroom. So, I mean, I technically work anywhere that has a computer, though. Like, if I have a computer, I can be at work. It's basically how it goes. Okay, we definitely want to see the undefeateds play, though. No question. So,
absolutely.
Should I? Let me just. I guess I'll make an announcement real quick. So, at tournament participants, no. I need this one. Round 3 errands posted. Okay. Let's see.
Are you spectating? Oh no, you're not. Okay, never mind.
Is that what?
My screen is showing like not your screen, so I don't know if you're still sharing your screen.
Really? What is it showing?
It just shows like your Discord photo.
What? That is not correct.
Oh, there it is.
I was about to say that is just not what it's supposed to be showing. Oh man. All right, I don't think that they're not hosting yet. I have so many.
I love how, and I'm being ironic, I love how everyone is so ready to like jump to another format already. Like, don't y'all know that we are buying physical cards, and we not just kind of if I want to jump from format to format, I just play standard all the time.
Yeah. I do this a lot too.
Your hand is already ridiculous.
Yeah,
Put
it was
that
insane.
back. Put
it
that
was just absolutely
again.
nuts.
Put it back.
Oh my god, what do you play first here? Like, what do you even do? You want to charge first?
Look at you playing the Elfin.
Yeah, this is the deck that won Euro Nationals, their Ultimate Time Wizard thing.
Do you just insta-do the Neuralis? You don't do that first, right?
So...
Or do you?
So with this setup, I don't think you want a Neuralis yet, because you... Oh, no, you can, because you have Vayu and Elfin. I forgot that this was actually a Blackwing. So yeah, you can do it turn 1. I would do it turn 1. Because you have enough setup. You actually have... Yeah, I mean, you're basically going to set us back to the Stone Ages, and you're going to get a 2500 guy, and they're going to be top decking, and you're also going to have a card in hand. So, like, you draw... You'd have this. Oh, that's not okay.
Oh, my God.
That's so not okay. Well, that's just the end of that. All right, I'm getting... This is toxic. This is toxic. You guys didn't see that. Y'all didn't see any of that.
No one's in that fucking deck.
That didn't happen. Anyway, here are our round... Oh, they are starting. So it looks like...
Oh, they're the undefeated. Oh, yeah, this is the undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh, Fairies. Let's go, Fairies. Okay.
Yeah, Fairies about to win the tournament. Like, what?
We here for it.
Oh, Bluff Knock is here. What's up, Bluff Knock? What up there, cousin? New Bleach in 12 hours. King Vegeta, what up, King? Yes, sir. It's Bleach time. Nobody's ready to jump to a new format. Let's not even put that narrative in the air. I'll see you guys later. My table is ready. Why is he showcasing this trash? Bluff Knock, that trash is good enough to beat you, okay? That trash is good enough. He's got 3 fairies already in the grave. Card Trooper is putting in work.
That's 3 fairies, cuz. Where is the Drake album? Those are the real questions.
That is the real question right now. Where is the album?
Because I was up at 2. I woke up at like 2 randomly. Not just like out of my sleep, and I was like, you know what? The Drake album dropped. And it did not.
I think they said because Little Yachty dropped something, and another one of Drake's artists dropped something, and he didn't want to like completely outshine their projects, so he pushed it back. That was what I heard.
Knows.
Yeah,
because we all know that when $40 drop, it's a wrap. Like that's
it. Yeah. Like if Drake drops an album, the whole world, like whatever projects are next to it, just don't matter.
Wait, what's the grave? What's the grave?
You talking about Fairy guy?
Fairy player? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he didn't have anything banished. Okay, I was like, why didn't he get the Alchemist back? He didn't have anything banished.
Yeah, well, Alchemist would it miss timing? Because Chain Link 1 would be MST, Chain Link 2 would be Call.
And then it would resolve. Yeah, so Alchemist would get summoned. Oh, no,
okay,
no.
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying if he had something banished. If he had
Yeah, no, it would get us effect. Yeah, you're right. Because the last thing that happened would it being destroyed. Yeah. Who's on the mic? Is he cool like this thing of God? This is Dominic Roberts. He is very cool. He's actually the mod of the IMNerd podcast Discord server. So Dom is our one and only mod. Also, there are 39 likes. Please, someone press that fucking like button and get us to 40. Okay? Stop being racist. It costs you nothing. Press it, damn it. Press the like button.
Wait. What's great? I'm so scared of all those back rows.
You keep asking what's great, bro. The great has not changed.
I thought he just summoned, like, killed something. Oh,
he killed the car. He killed the trooper. Dom, you are tripping.
This is me playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're like a cokehead right now. He's like, what's the grave? What's the grave? You're like tapping your arm and shit. What's the grave?
No, because
wait, what's the grave?
When I'm playing against fairies, I'm so like I need to know your situation at all times because like you just not gonna do. You're not gonna fuck on me, and I don't know about it. Like you ain't gonna surprise me with no shit.
You ain't gonna surprise me if Christian coming down. I know about it.
Bro, we both need to know about what's about to happen. We both paying rent.
All right, what's happening?
A few moments later.
What's happening? It's just it's been stuck like this for a minute.
James.
He's a lot of
James,
cards.
right?
Yeah, this is his JX89. Yeah, I think his name is James.
No. Luck Extreme. That's James Arc, right?
Oh yeah, they're both named James actually then. But yes, James Arc is Luck Extreme, and this is also James. I'm pretty sure.
So it's like JX89's turn.
Yes, it's JX89's turn.
He's
I
just
mean,
chilling.
this Cataster is really good against fairies, so... And if he has Herald of Orange Light, it's awkward because it puts him at 5.
Yeah.
Oh, is he going to go for Crash in? Make this 4 fairy, then summon... Yeah, no Prio. So the reason why he didn't use Prio is because if anything is chained, it will make this miss timing.
Yeah,
Okay, so he misses because this card always fucking misses.
it does.
Now I'm surprised he's
Nice.
Book of Mooning
Before battle.
before declaring an attack, yeah. Oh, it actually went through though. That's so trolly.
Yeah, you can
That's
kill it.
so trolly. He had his finger on that fucking Call of the Hornet, by the way. Did y'all see how fast that flipped up?
He did. He flipped up. He flipped that bitch like he's playing spades.
Yeah.
Got it! Got it!
He flipped that shit so fast. Oh man. Watch when Fraser goes to Japan, he gets the OCG hooked on Edison. Listen, if I could speak their language, I would bring them Edison just like those people brought fire.
Yo, the OCG still playing with Max C. There's no hope for them.
I know.
They're too far.
They are very far gone. I
think
could bring them religion.
too far.
Religion and fire.
Too far past. Yeah, bring them the way to ban list because that shit is not okay over there. None of that shit is okay. I played Master Duel for 1 month and I said, nope, get me off.
He's like, get me off.
Get me off. And I was doing well. Like, I was doing very well on Master Duel because, like, no one understood Maxi. And it was ridiculous. But then at the same time, like, if you didn't play a bunch of hand traps and your opponent just Maxi'd, even if you knew what to do, like, even if you were a good player, sometimes it just didn't matter. Like, you just didn't have any, you either had to special summon a bunch or you died.
Oh, so this is officially the 4 fairy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we are in now. The real game begins because the question on everyone's mind is: does he have the Christia? I'm going to say yes, no question, because
And you think he has it?
yeah, the reason why I think he has it because he doesn't have any back row. He has to have something, right?
Can you hover the Cataster?
Why do you want me to hover the Cataster?
I was wondering when it activated, but it's the start of the damage check, which I thought was correct. But I was wondering if he could do the thing where, if James could do the thing where, like, he obviously attacks, and then
Which James? They're both named James. I keep telling
arc. So
Okay.
like, Christia would try to, like, ideally he's got to get rid of the Catastrophe. So like,
Yeah.
Christia would have to like attack it and then Herald.
Yeah.
But then would he be able to like Mirror Force afterwards? But no, because it's at the start of the damage step.
Right.
Oh, that's very good. That ain't coming back. That bitch gone.
Yeah. He could have Solemn though.
Yeah, or Torrential. I mean, I don't think he'd Torrential. Or he could Hero. No, he can't Hero Blast yet.
This is a very interesting game state. Like, I'm almost certain that he has Torrential set, or not Torrential, Solemn Judgment set, because he has so many back row.
Well, he's past that now. That was Spark. That's really good.
So, right, Prio doesn't really do anything there because, okay, so here's Christia. So I think he was honestly checking for Solemn Judgment, and when Solemn didn't come down, he's like, okay, well, I'm just going to summon Christia now. Okay, so there's no Solemn. No, I'm saying like if before you summon Christie, I think he was checking to see like because if you have Solemn against the Cyber Valley play, I think you would Solemn there like when they summon Cyber Valley because it takes their normal summon.
With Spark though?
No, if you have Spark, you definitely don't. Like if you have Spark, you're fine. But I think that
when you see the Spark.
Yeah, when you see the Spark, it doesn't mean that Solemn isn't still there. I'm just saying that is a way to check for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because your opponent might Solemn you on a normal summon and just be like, I'll Spark whatever. If you like set a trap or something if they want to.
Wait, why is Christia banished?
She got bottomless, it looks like. He said, what's your target?
It still goes back to the top, right?
No, it gets destroyed and banished at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a newer thing where like cards do their thing. So like Floowandereeze, if you like banish a Floowandereeze monster, it banishes it by its own effect before, like the Caius thing. Like
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. If you Caius a Battle Fader, the Battle Fader gets banished by Battle Fader, not by Caius, so you don't take 1,000.
Yeah.
But
So
in the case
Christia
of
not consistent with that.
Yeah, Christia is not consistent with that. Christia actually gets banished by Bottomless Trap Hole.
Huh.
It also says that this face-up card would be sent from the field to the graveyard.
Oh, to the graveyard, yeah.
And so Bottomless, it never gets sent to the graveyard. Okay, so let's read some chat. Okay, thank you guys also for 42 likes. I appreciate you all. Thank you for liking the stream. That is very nice of you. It is free for you to do, and you guys did it. Let's see. Interesting that he sequenced it that way. World Show OCG can't play without Maxi.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yep. Things got really bad really fast.
Yeah, gores or not, this is wrapped.
Yeah.
yeah, this is wrapped. And this is why you need dark monsters.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Because like dropping Trag right there, like if you had the ability to Trag, pretty fucking nice. Tragging in fairies is cool because like if you can take an Ab Zero hit, then you can pitch your Christia to go take their Ab Zero and just kill them.
Yes, that is pretty busted if you can get that off. Let me pull up this, see if we got another duel to watch while they're side decking.
Yo, what duel was I watching where somebody, I think it was you were with Stango, and I don't remember what y'all were playing, but this dude played Reasoning, and y'all stewed. Y'all were like, what the actual fuck is going on?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then y'all were like, four, and he hits Armageddon Knight immediately.
Yeah, it was anticlimactic as fuck. It was just like nothing to it. Okay, so what's happening here? Let me make
swung
sure.
with Bora. No Black Whirlwind. Whatever I'm trying to say.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do split screen again.
Yeah. Fire that shit up, Elroy.
Okay. Just in time, they're back. So on the left, we have the game that we were already watching, and on the right, we got Enraged Peacock versus Eric Loka.
Icarus?
You guys got double the trouble.
Oof. Is that Mind Crush? What is that?
Icarus is that? Oh, and let me see.
No. In
Dimensional Wall
D-Wall.
and
Okay,
Just
I couldn't tell what
Desserts,
that was.
D-Wall?
Dimensional Wall is crazy.
Yeah, he's going for it all. What game is this? So this
Sirocco and hit a Dimensional Wall.
You just scoop.
You sick.
Sherlock said, do you still go to AU on Thursdays? I have not been to AU in over a month. What's happening over here?
A few moments later.
I gotta get that soundboard out of your house somehow.
You will never get the soundboard out of my house.
I have to get rid of that.
It's my favorite thing. It's literally my favorite thing. It's my new, and it's free. I got it for free because Amazon just fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
They said they delivered it at 8 a.m. on a day that they just did not deliver it, and it was signed by a doorman with the name BBBBBBBBB. And I was like, none of those things exist. None of them.
I know that like Amazon has a lot of money, but the way they just be giving stuff away is crazy.
It is actually wild. They're like Oprah with the shits.
Because I said on your status, I think they gave me a whole laptop, but recently, I don't know what changed, because recently, like I ordered a dishwasher part to fix my dishwasher, and then it said it was going to come on the 17th, and it didn't show up. And it was like, if it doesn't show up by the 18th, come back tomorrow for your refund. And then on the 18th, it had totally switched, and it was like, if it doesn't come by the 25th, come back the 26th for your refund. And I was like, so you're a liar.
Right.
Like, when did this happen?
I'll donate $20 to the prize pool if Fraser can say Irish wrist watch 5 times fast. I'm not doing that. but I appreciate you trying, Bluff Knock.
Yo, you and that $20 can go to hell. I'm not embarrassed myself.
Right, because it was hard for me to even say it regular. Yeah, it was hard for me to even say it regularly, so I'm gonna pass on that.
You could have asked me to strip. I would have.
You
You got a better chance.
Oh man. Okay,
Right.
so how are we looking?
I have never seen so many Chimera techs. I've played with like Machina cards a fair amount, like machine cards a fair amount, and I have not seen. And maybe I play them differently, but like I have not seen Chimera tech this often.
Well, strip them, motherfucker. Listen, Bluff Knock, you don't want me to turn this camera on, okay?
I'm telling you, because YouTube will put me all the way to bed. He'll put me under the jail.
Get my first strike on the channel, goddammit.
Yeah, this shit finna be indecent as hell. So
not indecent. You know. Okay, so JX89 is walling up the absolute most I've ever seen anyone wall up. And then on the right, we have like the 8th Chimera tech on stream. This is at least the 8th one that I've seen.
Yeah, I gotta stop leaving these damn machines. Stop leaving these machines in with no protection.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Cyberdragon's been doing a lot today. Honestly, Cyberdragon is MVP today. In all seriousness,
it's like I think it's a good card. I like.
Nah, you wasn't hacked, Bluff Knock. You wasn't hacked. What'd you say, Dom? I'm sorry to cut you off.
I'll say I just love Cyberdragon. I just think it's a really good card.
Yeah, clearly tonight has been proven you correct because Cyberdragon basically is probably going to be what won the tournament, if anything.
The reason I started thinking about it was because of Snowman Eater, and I wanted to like do stuff, but like not lose to Snowman Eater and Raikou. So I wanted to attack and get it off the field, and then do like the rest of my stuff.
Yeah. Electric Virus. Oh man, he activated Bottomless on an Alias. That's an easy Gemini Spark. That's an easy trade.
That
yeah.
Is disgusting.
That's such an easy trade. I'm surprised that happened.
Do you hit a monster here or you hit a back row? I hit monsters.
I'm definitely monsters every time. Against fairies. Yeah, I want these monsters because they're probably recruiters, right? Like they're just fucking shining angels and Nova Summoners and DD Warley. Like they're annoying. They're just all annoying cards.
What? Wait.
So that's good though because he doesn't get to draw. So what happened is he went Gemini Spark the monster and he went Compulse the monster back to his hand. So now you don't draw.
Yeah, and I mean that's cool, but like he's got 8 cards.
Yeah, they both seem to be. Are they even? They're even.
And like he's got 8 cards. He is not touched. Like he obviously is not about to heavy you.
Yeah.
He has not Miracle Fusion. I don't know. In a deck that synchros and plays Miracle Fusion, I don't want to compose my own monster to stop me from drawing.
I do wonder.
Like, let that fucker die.
I do wonder though. Like, what's the game plan for the fairy deck? I know what the Hero Beats game plan is. It's the same every game. But like, I'm wondering what the fairy deck is trying to accomplish with this many set monsters.
He's saying that you cannot win the game without attacking, and your Catastor plays cannot. Wait, Catastor does hit flipped. No, it doesn't. Okay,
it does not.
Catastor can't kill you. You can't lose to it. You can't lose to normal summon Diva, right? And heroes cannot win the game without attacking.
This is gonna get a response, and I'm shocked that Bottomless wasn't saved for this guy, or even for a Diva summon that gets like with Diva gets Gilman then Synchros for a guy, because like Bottomless is sure to go off on those cards, but Alias is the one thing that if you Bottomless it, like it's you know what's gonna happen when you Bottomless Alias.
It's gonna get sparked. Yeah. But maybe he's playing around like Hero Blast in the Hero Blast face down, because Hero Blast fucks on fairies too. But like Spark does too. Like you know lose.
Yeah. This is bad now though, because this, like I said, Ocean is one of those monsters in the game that forces a response out of your opponent. Like you have to respond when Ocean is on the field. Because his next options are insane. He can get Stratos or Alias to his hand. Okay, well, he's getting Stratos or Alias to his hand.
Ooh.
And I think things are about to start falling apart because the pluses are just, the pluses are out of control.
Yeah, I don't like. You had to. One of those got to be a Shining Angel. Like you could have crashed, right? Couldn't you have crashed into? No, you don't have a fairy big enough though, do you? You don't have a 15. Oh, Shining Angel can get lights though, so it could just get DD Warrior Lady.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So James is just doing everything right now.
So here's JX's conundrum: is that like?
Did you see what he's saying? He said, "Oh wow, you get 2." I was like, yes,
motherfucker. Yes, motherfucker.
And now JX is saying, he's saying live and learn. Well, he could have chained MST.
Yeah. Well, what?
I guess he doesn't know. I guess he doesn't know how Stratos works or how. I really don't know.
He created an entire conundrum for himself by using bottomless on Alias because like.
Yeah, that was the beginning of a lot of bad shit.
He can't flip and attack now because Alias is in the grave. So like he's scared of Hero Blast, which you just don't have to make him have it, but like
you gotta play through it eventually.
Yeah. I think that the most common mistake I see Edison players make is just like playing around stuff when it didn't matter. Like if they have it, you were gonna lose anyway. So like why not make them have it?
Yeah, this is a case.
As soon as possible.
This is definitely a case of matchup knowledge being a big part of the deciding factor on who wins this game. I think that JX89, and I remember when we were talking, he did say that he needed to practice more against Hero Beat, and I'm seeing now that there's a couple things that maybe I need to make a guide on how to play against Hero Beat. I can make like a nice little 10-minute video on how to play against this deck. I might even use this duel as a replay.
That's a good replay to use though, because like you can, not that like JX isn't wrong, like I'm not calling him bad or like saying he's doing anything bad, but what I'm saying is that like there were different decisions that we could have made or that he could have made, and it would have definitely changed what I have started to assume the outcome of this game particularly will be. Yeah,
the bottomless on the Alias, and then also not clearing the ocean, or not even attempting to clear the ocean.
And there it is, yeah. That was the
and then also when Stratos goes to pop 2 of your cards, you can still chain your cards when he says effect to destroy. It doesn't just resolve when he says that.
Yeah, and that's relevant because he could have hit the Hero Blast.
Yeah.
And this could have been a different play, like set of plays.
I wonder. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I wonder what these monsters. He's just been setting monsters on. And this is okay. So remember how you guys know I shit on fairies a lot. I don't think fairies is like a terrible deck by any means, right? Like it's not. I still have it in A tier for God's sakes. It's not terrible, but I do have to wonder if you're setting this much. This is not the deck for me. Like I'm sorry, Edison is just not a setting format. Like at some point you have to go face up. And he's been setting monsters since the beginning of the game. And I really do think that Fairies has a favorable Hero Beat matchup, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like I think that this is one of their better matchups because DD War Lady and Shining Angel and Alchemist and stuff, the way they interact with each other is really obnoxious against Hero Beat. Like Hero Beat can't deal with having all their shit get banished. That's like the game plan.
But you can really only do that from face down though, right? Like you have to do that from face down because of like once you let Alias get to the grave, it's harder to do that from face up.
Yeah, I mean you have to do it from face down if they're attacking you, but if they're not attacking you, you can also just crash into their guy.
You got to do something. Yeah, you can't just let them continue to amass resources.
Because like, this whole duel, he's just been going summon monsters, do nothing, then summon Ocean, start creating pluses with Ocean and Stratos looping, and now he's summoning Diva to go plus again. Summon Alias gets bottomless Gemini Spark. Like everything he's done has been a +1 because his opponent's just playing into every single thing.
And if he has Miracle Fusion, this is actually just a game because like he just misworms him and then plays Miracle Fusion and you lose.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm curious because he could genuinely go for Mistworm here. I haven't seen Mistworm summoned in so long, but here is actually fine to do. And like worst come to worst, your opponent goes activate Herald of Orange Light or Mistworm. You're like, okay.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Still probably gonna play Miracle Fusion if I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah. Especially because how many he would have 3 fairies in the graveyard after Herald of Orange Light, so. Does he play Red Dragon? Red Dragon would be nuts.
Oh, is Brioche's game also?
With
I mean,
Miracle Fusion.
One. You just do one.
With Miracle Fusion. Yeah, you definitely do one at a time. You definitely do one at a time. James says, this is a case of read the cards. I didn't know Ocean could bounce from field to hand, and I gave the thumbs up to Stratos, so I didn't want to ask for takebacks. Yeah, you can give the thumbs up to Stratos' like effect, but that doesn't mean that it resolves. It's like thumbs up that the summon is successful. That's what I mean. I give people thumbs up that the summon is successful, not that I didn't say the effect just resolves though.
Yeah, no, I'm not following. Which effect are you activating? Are you because like you have to declare which effect you're activating.
Right. The hope would be they side out the prison, bottomless trap hole, mirror force, etc., and you side into the Machina. Okay, Rage Peacock's talking about his deck. He's playing like a burn deck with Machina. Yeah, Rage Peacock, you definitely got Chimera Tech dropped on you a lot. So let's actually watch this duel real quick. Like
The
let's
Chimera
actually
Tech one?
just the whole no.
Oh,
I
no,
want to
this-
watch this. Yeah, I actually want to see this start, like both games start to finish, because I might genuinely use this for a video. Okay, so he starts off set this, which I don't mind. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good set.
Okay, so here I like this too because summoning the second DD War Lady is risky because if they have brain control, they could be awkward. So this is fine. You also have Christie and Call It Haunted. So this is good. Like this is good. Everything right here is fine. He did not attack. So he's playing around Gores, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be perfectly
Absolutely
honest.
not.
I'm just not playing around Gores when I have DD War Lady
Nope.
Card Trooper. I'm just not.
Cyber Valley card. No, not doing it.
Yeah, Call It Haunted. Like I'm
Yep.
good.
You have Cyber Valley and Alchemist, so you
Let me-
essentially have 3 turns. To
Let
do
me
whatever
say
you wanna do.
this. Let me say this real quick. So I don't think you should have set call here because you didn't have this card trooper in the grave yet. And once this card trooper's in the grave, you can guarantee get a really, really power. Like now, when you set the call, it's basically a good chainable card once the trooper's in the grave because you can get that little plus from it. But setting it while you don't have anything to like gain advantage, if his chain is not really where you want to be. So I typically would not set call in this situation. Like I think if you wanted to set something, you could set Book of Moon, or you could just keep playing the way you were playing. But I would not have set the call right there. Okay, so he draws to that. So DD War Lady gets cracked. So
Wait, no effect. Why do we no effect that?
well, it was Diva cracking in, right? I don't think I would have done anything. I don't think I would have done this here either. Like if Diva cracks into my DD War Lady, and you could blatantly make a catastrophe, but my hand is Book of Moon and Herald of Orange Light.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think I'm fine with like letting this happen, to be honest. Now this is where things get awkward because he sets 2 more back row, but I think that where the game state was at the time, I think you're fine to not banish there. Unless you're like, I'll leave you with Gilman and I'll just deal with Gilman, which is totally fair though. Like that is, you know what, actually, Dom, he should have banished because his hand, like even before he shuffled it and everything, he already had Dialk. He had like Dialk, Book, this, and I think he just drew a second DD War Lady, or I think he drew.
Yeah.
Or did he? No, he already had the second DD War Lady. So maybe he did draw Dialk. I'm not sure.
He had Dialk also.
Yeah. So I don't know what he drew. I don't know what he just drew, but I do think it's correct to your point. I think it actually is right to banish with DD War Lady on this and leave the Gilman up. It causes you less stress. And Gilman is just a liability when you have Alchemist. And like now you have a DD War Lady banished as well. So Alchemist is already like a floater at that point. And I think one of the other problems in his game is that his Alchemist didn't become a floater because he's going to hit Bottomless Trap Hole off of Alchemist right now. Yeah, so this ended up... And so here, you don't have to book a moon before you attack. You can attack first. And if they go, I'm passing on attack declaration, I'm not activating Mirror Force or Deep Prison, then you can go book a moon after and deal with it that way. Also, who attacked face down? Is it DD War Lady? So I would not say that I would have bottomless or not bottomless, that I would have banished with DD War Lady here if it killed the Cataster, unless you have a super soul read on Call It a Haunted. I think that if you like, you could say I want to play around Call It a Haunted and you'd be totally fine and within your rights to do that. But it's also kind of like hindsight. So I don't want to get like too hindsight with the replay analysis, right? Because then it just gets
But at what point are we trying to turn on the Alchemist? Like we just
right, like that's what I mean though. I always want to bring up when I do replay analysis that like I'm not saying this out of hindsight. I'm saying this as if what I would actually be doing during the game. We already said, I think that you were right in that banishing the Diva was the correct thing to do to avoid this coming out in the first place.
Yeah.
But let's say you let it get to this point, right? And then you go attack face down, book a moon or whatever. And now you connect with the Cataster with DD War Lady. I think you do need to banish it because you do need to turn on his Dialk. He missed this turn, so he's not a floater, and you don't have Honest.
So I'll tell you what my methodology was in thinking about fairies. I banished every water monster that I could possibly banish.
Yeah.
I would Dialk and get DD Warrior Lady back, and I'll banish your Ocean, and I'm going to banish your Diva, and I'm going to banish you. And especially if you give me an opportunity to banish your water monsters, and I have seen 0 heroes, like you're not going to tell me like. I'm going to banish as often as I can specifically water monsters, because there's only 5 in the deck. There's 3 Divas, a Gilman, and an Ocean.
Right. So here, this is where he goes for the Cyber Valley play. This gets sparked. And now Christia comes down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 exactly. We still sitting on... And the Solemn that I was talking about the whole game, it was actually there, which is like obvious, but it was there the whole time. So at this point, I mean, the game literally ends right here, but I was going to say at this point, he has complete and utter control of this game. Like, he didn't even have to use the Solemn. Very well played, James. Arc. Okay, so set MST, set Nova Summoner, pass. That's fine. Because MST actually hits Future Fusion. I would have set Oppression though. So
this early?
Because Diva is a turn 1 play, so is Future Fusion. This covers Future Fusion, but this covers Diva and Future Fusion. And also this card doesn't do anything after the monster's already been summoned or the card's already been activated. So I would just hate for him to have to go Diva and then you just have to sit here with this fucking Nova Summoner getting attacked turn 1. I
actually don't like having Oppression here because you're a fairy deck. What are you doing? If
a lot of them do play it though. Well, they just what they do is they grind you out. So I'm not, that part's not lost on me. The fact that they play Oppression, because this is a very grindy deck with the recruiters go into DD War Lady, then it becomes a DD War Lady plus Alchemist loop with no special summoning going on is really, really obnoxious.
Alchemist is okay. Alchemist is a deal. It is an ordeal.
Yes. Yeah. So the goal is you make it where there's no special summons and it's just a bunch of 1-for-1 trades. But then you start trading positively because you're like D-Alch, crash into Stratos, get back DD War Lady, and shit like that. And that's like the goal. Okay, so he sets a second monster here.
And I like James' arc not attacking here, like through all of these turns. I love the non-action. Like, make him flip something. You have Spark. You have... Wait, what did he say? Did he say Ocean?
There's an Alias.
Alias.
Yeah. And then he reinforces the back row with a lot of cards.
Do you know why he said Alias?
Why he said Alias. So, I think that he wants an Alias in the graveyard, right? Because he has this, and this is amazing against fairies. So that's part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like the reason. I mean, James is here now. He just commented in the chat. So maybe he could tell us why he said alias. But I'm going to go next play. So he summons alias here. This gets bottomless, which I'm very surprised that bottomless got baited out there. Also because you do have like Mirror Force here. And if you have Mirror Force, and let's say you're kind of scared of Starlight Road, you should have Oppression set too. Because if he Starlight Roads this, then you can Oppression. So I think that I'm not sure why this never got set at ever. I like the Compulse here, but I don't like the bottomless to begin with. So it's kind of like, okay. So just a lot more set monsters. Yeah, I would have been attacking. I'm gonna be honest. I like this. I don't think that you should play this passive. Because you have all these normal summons, and then you also have Christia. So if you can start crashing into the Stratos at any point, you can drop Christia, and then the game can just start to like really go in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you only need one of these to go through. And this is where I really think you need to make a play. I'm gonna go as far as to say you needed to flip everything in attack mode. Like the second this got summoned, yeah, I would have put everything in attack. I'm not even gonna lie. I probably would have MST the back row, right? Because like you don't want to get Mirror Forced or whatever. So I probably would have MST one of these, and then everything's like all of these are getting flipped. Everybody's coming out because this can't resolve. Like the way I see it, the second this starts resolving in this matchup, and this goes for every deck, you lose. You cannot let this resolve. Yeah, he just passed again, and I'm like,
also,
there's no way.
We could have also orange lighted. Like I think, I don't know. I just can't fathom a world where I let that card resolve.
Yeah.
Because what else? What other monster effects are you? You have I don't know. You have Mirror Force down to get rid of any big monsters that come out.
Yeah, and this is where I think he didn't realize that he could chain MST, I guess. Which is just like, that's fine. Like, you know, everybody learns. The more you play, the more you'll learn interactions. There are plenty of interactions that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that Drill Warrior, me and Stingo lost the game because Drill Warrior, we halved it, and then we did not banish it. And I didn't know that it stays halved. Like, I did not know that. And we lost the game because of it. So, everyone makes mistakes. A lot of players don't read all the cards and stuff like that. So, this is not like to shit on anybody because we're all human. But, okay, yeah, James said he said it because I wanted to get it into the grave without risking bottomless trap hole because I didn't have Spark yet. I had a lot of normal summons, and also he might think it's a snowman and it could sit there for a while. Yeah, so it's basically exactly what I said. Like, he wanted it in the graveyard for Hero Blast. Yep. But yeah, everybody would have been in attack mode. It would have been all hands on deck. And if you have Mirror Force, you're better than me and you deserve to win.
Yeah, good job.
Like flat out. If my MST missed it, and you also happen to have it as your last back row, because he would only have one back row back here. If that would have happened, I'd have been like, yeah, you deserve it. Like, you
had the cards. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
You got the cards.
So here, this is just game, right? Like, this turn? Yeah, yeah.
How did we end the game with orange light in our hand?
Well, I guess that JX is saying, like, I threw, so I'm not even going to play it out, which I get. Like, if you feel like you punted or whatever, then you're like, you know what, you win. Like, I don't deserve to win or whatever. Yeah. Whatever mindset is going through your head when you decide to be like, you know what, I don't want to play this game out anymore. I learned a valuable lesson. Okay, so let's look at what happened. We have James Ark got first, so he gets $20. We got Dank Arm Dragon getting second, so he gets $10. And then we got Mr. Soul Tie and Enraged Peacock getting $5 each. So pretty good. Wait, do we not have? How is JX at 2-1 but down here? I'm confused. This is not right.
Did he click drop?
I hope not.
Because drop throws you to the bottom.
Let me check. Let me just see. I don't see anywhere that says dropped.
No, it just says lost. Yeah, he shouldn't. Oh, he did say drop. It's 10-14. He did lost and then drop.
Oh, you see it?
Yep.
I don't think he meant to do that because that doesn't make any sense. Let me just make sure. Yeah, because there's no reason to drop when you could just get $5 and.
Yeah.
He also shouldn't have dropped for
just be the
multiple
2-1.
reasons. Right. Okay, let me talk to him real quick because the drop thing is really throwing me off. Because he probably gets second if he doesn't drop also. Right? Because he loses the last round. Like he probably
there's no
gets
more rounds.
second. Yeah, there's no more rounds. So no,
He
yeah,
does get second because he lost to the undefeated.
yeah, he lost and undefeated. Okay, so yeah, in reality, JX, you got second. So I have to fix this. Can I fix this? Let's see. So he lost, which is correct.
Go to match details. All right, go back to where you were just at.
Yeah, this
Match
is
details.
match details. Yeah, this
Oh, it
part
doesn't
is
show.
this part is fine. Yeah, so I have to like I think I have to like manually. I mean, it doesn't matter. We know that he would be second because he lost to the undefeated in the last round. And so, yeah, it's going to be James Ark first, JX89 second. He just didn't realize that he should not have dropped from the tournament. Okay.
He thought there was another round.
Yeah, he thought there was another round. Okay, so I don't know how to manually fix it or whatever. I can ask Jazz, but
Can you hover over that match again? There was an option to the side of editing the match. What is that? Is that a reopen? What does that say?
yeah, it's at reopen. So then I could. I don't know if that is gonna fix it. Let's see.
No, because no, it doesn't fix it.
Yeah, I don't know how to like get him back in. Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Well, whatever. It's fine. So first James Ark, second JX89, and then the other 2-1 players, Dank Arm and Mr. Sultai, get third and fourth. I will send you guys out your payments. And thank you guys so much for watching tonight's local. We will be running another one of these. I might run one tomorrow. It depends on how I'm feeling, but no set time yet.
I have a suggestion.
What's the suggestion? What's up?
Just to I think that first should be you could do it if you're doing an 8-man. There will always be a 3-0 and then 3 2-1s.
Yeah,
and it should just be like undefeated gets like $35. 3 X1s get your entry fee back.
well, they can't be $35 because there's only $40.
I mean $25, and then
Okay, I was about to say
5. And the reason why is because like the tiebreaker thing, like you're all 2-1s. Does that make sense?
I know what you're saying, but the people who play in the last round are both undefeated. So it's like you guys at least both won your first round, your first 2 rounds, I should say. So you get benefited from winning your first 2 rounds.
I get you. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair. I was just thinking, because like single limit makes sense. Like if you're in the finals first and second, get prizes. But like Swiss, like you took your loss. Like
Right. But like, yeah, if you go 2-0 and then you play against the undefeated and your only loss is the guy who went undefeated in the last round, then I feel like you definitely get second.
okay,
That's pretty
fair.
much, yeah. So that's kind of like what we were going. But yeah, the other 2 people are 2-1, which is like that's cool. But they lost earlier, and so it's like a slight punishment because you lost round 1 or you lost round 2 or whatever. Because if you lose round 1, right, technically your bracket is easier in general.
But y'all could have all lost to the same person. Like all 3 of the.
I understand
2-1.
I understand what you're saying, but if you lost round 1, even if you lost to the guy who ends up going undefeated, the next round you're playing someone who also lost round 1.
Who lost? Oh yeah. You're
Right.
you're
So
you're
your bracket is softer than the person who went 2-0 and then had to play the undefeated guy last. That's just
Correct.
kind of like the
That's
logic.
fair.
Now, as the tournaments grow, we'll definitely like change things around and all that stuff, and I'll even readjust. Like it depends on what people want to do. Because again, I'm paying out 100% of the money, so however they want to break it down. But I feel like this is the best way to give equity to first place for winning it. And then oh, and Mr. Saltai said, "Can you please return the $5 to my sponsor?" So Dom, I'm going to be refunding you the $5.
That's cool.
For Mr. Saltai, so that's perfect. And then I will send out James. I'll send you your $20. So James needs to give me his PayPal information or his Cash App or whatever. What's your PayPal? Oh wait, no, I have it. That's right. He paid me to enter. Never mind. I'm being
I
slow.
wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'll
Just
listen.
let it ride.
No, okay. Here's the thing, though. For some reason on PayPal, this really annoys me. So say someone pays me, because this happened yesterday. You pay me. When I go to try to pay you for placing, it really bothered me that I couldn't just like type your name in. It wouldn't come up. And that was like PayPal's kind of dumb. It just doesn't, like, for example, Vincent paid me $5 to enter. So if I try to pay Vincent right now, it doesn't, like if I type in Vincent, it does not come up with his name on PayPal. Like it didn't, at least it didn't yesterday. It was being ridiculous last night. And I had to ask someone who paid me what their PayPal was. And I was like, this is bullshit. Like this doesn't even make sense.
Well, fuck me. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just being glitchy, but now it's working. I don't know. Maybe I'm slow. Who knows? All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It is 10:30. These tournaments are pretty fast. I like this. They're 3 rounds and we get out of here pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm going to send out payments real quick, and tomorrow I might run another one. So I'm not sure what time, but it really depends on whenever we get 8 people and it makes sense for everybody in the Discord server. Join our Discord server by going through the Patreon. But yeah. All right. I'm going to end the stream here.
All right, G.